Okay, so this is going to be a rant about this girl, Acacia Brinley, who at first I didn't know who it was, but then I started looking her up on YouTube and stuff, and found out a lot of things that she's done that, for one, I don't like, and for two, the One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer fandom hate, especially the One Direction fandom. I'm a Directioner, and I'm part of the 5 Seconds of Summer fandom too, and I don't like Acacia, okay? Like, she's horrible. I'm sorry. She's an awful person. She's very conceited and self-absorbed and very stuck on herself, and she treats people like shit. People who look up to her. She's not even nice to them in person. And she sends hate to people. Like, she's not the one. She may get hated on by people, but she hates on people a lot. Like, I've seen rude things she sent to people, but she deletes the tweets and stuff, so it's like, if you want to go back and look at it, if you haven't taken a snapshot of it, you're screwed, because she'll delete them. So when her fans see it, they won't, like, when they go to her Twitter, they're not going to see it on there. But I have several reasons why I dislike this girl. Okay, so the first reason is she randomly just started liking One Direction, because, you know, she has a lot of fans, like, of her YouTube channel and stuff, and she didn't like them before, and then, like, she just started randomly liking them, and what really irritated me is that she only tweeted about Harry. She didn't tweet about any of the other guys in the group, or how good their music is, or, you know, or their humor, anything. Just how hot Harry is, and how perfect he is, and I was like, okay, there's 4 other guys in the group, you know? I mean, for me, I have a soft spot for Niall, but I love all of them equally, and I think they're all perfect, and I love their music, and I love, like, everything about them. They're all amazing guys, and I love their personalities. I don't just love them for their looks. So I guess girl is who you would call a Directionator, I guess? I don't know if we still use that term in this fandom or what, but yeah. Okay, so she got free tickets to 5 Seconds of Summer and One Direction concert, and in my opinion, I don't even think she was that big of a fan of One Direction, because a girl who knows who Acacia is took a picture of her when she was at the concert, and pretty much almost the whole time she was looking down at her phone screen and didn't seem interested in the concert at all. And to me, as a fan, like, a big, huge Directioner who would kill to get free tickets to One Direction, like, that just, it irritates me so much that she would sit there and freaking be on her phone the whole time. I mean, if that were me, I wouldn't be on my phone at all. I'd be I'd be on my phone, like, taking pictures and videotaping shit, but I wouldn't be, like, on Twitter and crap and on Facebook. That's a waste of time when you could be watching them singing and dancing and whatever. I'd be there fangirling, like, really bad. And she lied, I guess, about Harry, like, peace signing her back, because she claimed she did a peace sign, their tongue out like that, and that he did it back, but he didn't do it back. The actual girl who was at the concert has proof that he did it to her, and she got the tweet from this girl, and the girl took a picture, and he was looking directly at her camera, directly in the eye, like, in her eye. Let me rephrase that. He was looking her directly in the eye, in the picture, doing this. So, we all know that was a bullshit tweet right there. And, I don't think she has any respect for her body at all. Like, I know people make mistakes, people send nudes to people and crap, but she was dating a famous YouTuber, I think it was last year, named Sam. Can't remember his last name, but when she was dating him, she sent nudes to his friend. You can't send nudes and not expect to be, like, called a slut or a whore or whatever. A floozy, whatever you want to call her. You can't expect that to not happen. You also can't expect the pictures to not get leaked on the internet, because some guys are jerks and like to do things like that. I mean, that part, like, I don't hate her for that. But what I don't appreciate is that she sent nudes and flashed her tits to Luke from 5 Seconds of Summer, Luke Hemmings, and I'm a Luke girl. I love Luke. I love all of them, but, like, I don't know. I'm, like, in love with Luke. And, like, I'm disappointed in him, but I don't hate him. I'm disappointed in him for, like, why would you give free tickets to a girl who doesn't even respect her body? Like, I would kill for free tickets to see 5 Seconds of Summer and One Direction. Like, I'd be fangirling the whole time for both groups. And, like, she took, like, one video on Instagram and one picture of 5 Seconds of Summer. She didn't take any of One Direction, so I'm thinking, wow, you don't even really like One Direction that much, do you? And, like, it just irritates me so much that the only reason she got free tickets was because she's skinny, pretty, and she sent nudes of her boobs and shit. Like, that's just not okay, okay? Like, I could see maybe if he genuinely liked you as a person and thought you were cool and you became friends and then he gave you the tickets or something. Or he thought you deserved it. But you sending him nudes to get tickets, that's so stupid. Like, I don't know if they were the same nudes that she sent to the other guy or if they were new pictures. But, yeah. And another reason I don't like her is because she faked cutting and faked attempting suicide for attention. Why would you do that? That's just pathetic. I'm sorry. That's, like, ridiculously pathetic. I know people who've actually cut themselves. I know people who've attempted suicide. I know people who have killed themselves. It's just, it's not okay to joke about that. That's not something you joke about or pretend to do for attention. Like, it's ridiculous. And I've had problems with depression, and I've been suicidal before. I haven't actually tried to kill myself, but I've thought about it. And that was a while ago. And I've also cut myself before. Only a few times, but, like, just the idea of someone else faking that kind of thing, like, it just pisses me off, because I know people who've done that, and it's ridiculous. Like, you don't fake that for attention. That's just, like, of all things to make up, that's, like, the worst thing that you could make up. And that's not okay. And she's just fake, like, altogether, she's just fake. She's pretty, okay, I'll give her that. But I know that I would never get free tickets from Luke because, for one, I'm not skinny. For two, I'm not that pretty. For three, I don't have a thigh gap. And for four, I don't dress like a slut. I respect my body, and I don't wear shorts that show half my butt cheeks, or belly shirts that show my stomach and my cleavage. And it's just, well, I don't really have cleavage, but it's just not okay. Like, any girl who has that small amount of self-respect for her own body, she has some serious issues with herself. And her sending hate to people, like, it's hypocritical for her to say, like, the nerve of some people. And then, like, oh, I forgot to mention something. At the concert she got free tickets for, there was a guy there with his friend, and he was a guy directioner. He got to go for his birthday. And, he was, I think, like a row or two behind her, or next to her or something. I'm not exactly sure on those details, but he called her out on sending nudes to Luke and, you know, just having nudes out on the internet, and he called her a whore, apparently, and was just, like, calling her out on all her bullshit. And she got him kicked out. Like, she had security guards escort him out of the building and tell him not to come back in. What kind of bitch who sends nudes to someone gets that kind of authority? Like, I wonder what she told them. Because, I mean, just telling them that he called her a whore, I mean, that probably wouldn't make them be like, oh, get out. She could have made something up, you know? Like, it's just ridiculous. What kind of girl sends nudes and has that kind of authority and is able to get someone kicked out for calling her a whore? I mean, that's just ridiculous. And, like, I don't think she is a whore necessarily, but I think it's quite whorish that she sent nudes. I just, like, I don't agree with people telling her to kill herself and stuff, or that she's ugly or whatever. Like, I don't agree with that, but I have called her out. I've tweeted her, like, not hate, but I've called her out on shit she's done. But, you know, if you like her, then that's your problem. Then look up to some dumb bitch who sent nudes to Luke and got free tickets that you could have gotten. She's not even a real fan. So it's like, wow. She got free tickets and she's not even a real directioner. It's ridiculous. Like, those tickets could have gone to a real fan. That's what upsets me. Is that so many girls, like me, I want to save up money for next year's tour, if I can. Like, even if I don't get good tickets, any tickets would be good. Like, even if they're, like, the farthest row from the stage. Even then, I would still be happy to go. Like, for me, I'm not rich at all. Like, I'm pretty poor. And the fact that I'm saving up money for tickets, and that bitch gets free tickets for sending nudes to Luke, that's just ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. It's stupid. Like, he could have totally given those to a real fan of 5 Seconds of Summer or One Direction, but he chose to give them to that. I'm trying to control myself, and I'm trying to contain some of my frustration, but this girl is just a fake bitch, and people who look up to her, I don't understand what your fascination with her is, because she's just a self-absorbed, conceited faker, okay? She's a faker. And I'm tired of her bullshit. I'm tired of hearing about her from other people. I'm tired of other people being like, oh, she's so pretty and shit. Okay? No. I'm tired of that. I don't want to see it on my Twitter feed. I don't want to see it on my Instagram feed. I don't want to see it on my Facebook feed or my Tumblr feed. Okay? Don't say anything about her on there, because I don't like her. Never will. Never have. Okay, I'm done with my rant, and it's 13 minutes long. And so if any of you have watched this thing the whole way through, thank you, because I needed to get that out.